everybody and welcome back. Alright, in the last server tour I kind of hinted at the fact that the next server that we did would be a modded one, which is true. We ended up doing a Cobblemon. I almost said Pixelmon, I'm so used to it. We did a Cobblemon server with a bunch of other mods. Let me actually just show. So it was a mainly Cobblemon focused server, but as you can see we had obviously other mods in there just to sort of speed up some other stuff and, you know, add features and things like that. But yeah, this is a bit of a late video. The server sort of slowed down starting about the end of last month, like April, at the time of recording this at least. So I'm a bit late to making the server tour video for this one, but it's whatever, it is what it is. And I'm gonna warn already, I did not have a lot of like things that I did on this server compared to the last ones where, you know, I had a house and things like that. And maybe I'll get into it in the rest of the video, but yeah, I just wanted to warn you guys about that. And the only bad thing about me doing this in single player this time, because usually I do it on the actual server, but the server's been closed down for like, you know, 15 days or so. I don't have any of my waypoints, so at the very least we have these waypoints that I can go to show everyone's bases. But I guess we should start off with the spawn, or I guess more specifically the spawn that was the technical spawn, because this spawn that you see over there was not the real world spawn. The real world spawn was about somewhere over here. I think it was like in this area near this house or so. The heck is another portal doing there? Anyways, yeah, the spawn was about somewhere in this area, but we have a data pack in this server that lets us add different Pokemon villages and things like that. So, you know, this one was the closest to the natural spawn, so I set the spawn in front of the Poke Center over here. And what you'll notice is a lot of spawn like is sort of spruced up. Riley did most of this. I'm gonna be honest, Riley, and we'll probably start with Riley because I think Riley got the most done on this server out of anyone. I probably got the least done out of anyone. But yeah, so you see all these armor things, all these armor stands were done by Riley to kind of, you know, give the Poke Center more of a feel. I also spawned in the professor for the Cobblemon mod, although apparently she's not finished, which I think the only thing she can do is like heal your Pokemon and stuff. I think she's meant to maybe give you quests in the future or something, but I spawned her in anyways, and she has no AI, so she just sits there and does nothing. Right above the spawn Poke Center, I'm guessing Riley did this. There's Omni-Man holding a giant rock. You can probably tell about the time at which this server took place at was when Invincible Season 3 was going on. Like I said, this is a pretty late video. We have a battleground over here between Red and who's this? Youngster Joey, and these cool little like plushy things to, I guess, simulate the Pokemon. We have a cow pen right next to that. I'm not gonna lie, I made this like one of the first weeks or whatever, and then it's just been here ever since. We were using it for like leather and things for books. Oh, and speaking of things that were there on the first day, this was the first cave, or one of the first caves me and Riley went down. There's a cactus farm here. This is so weird. I'm gonna be seeing so much stuff I haven't seen before because I basically played like the first month and then I got off because of server issues. So I'm gonna be very confused through most of this because what you guys are seeing for the first time is probably what I'm seeing for the first time too. But yeah, me and Riley went down in this cave. We lagged a bunch, and I don't remember if I streamed it. I might have streamed it. I might have not streamed it. I don't remember. Then we have the Poke Store right here with a shopkeeper. Most of all these houses you see and all that were just from the data pack, by the way. Now what you're seeing over here, that's all Riley's house, so we'll get to that. One thing is, before Riley moved to over there, Riley was living in this house right here. And I don't know, did he leave anything? This was like his chest room and things like that. And then he had, I never really went in Riley's house, so sorry. He had, I'm guessing this is where he slept and stuff. Back at the spawn, if you go this way, we have, I think it's in here, this is our villager area where we have all of the mending books, at least almost all of them. I know there were a couple missing, but I forgot which ones they were. I think they were more of the like niche ones that people didn't really care for. And some of them are witches up here, so that, oh, they're like almost all witches up here. This is really bad. Well, I don't know when that happened, but that is annoying. And then across on this area, I like how we just put everything in like the default houses, by the way. Across from that area, we had the villager breeder. As you can see, this was annoying because the babies kept getting out. But we have a mod that lets us pick up different villagers and stuff. So we'd basically just pick them up and then set them through here, and then no one could escape. So that's all of our villager stuff. If you keep on going down, we have, I don't know whose course fruit this is, although I'm guessing it's Riley's. If you keep going off of the road, we have, this was a guy named Ethan. I don't really know him too much. He's from the another server that I'm in Discord, but he was playing, doing stuff. I don't know if he has another base or if this is his base, but he had this area, and we just came over here to get the apricorns because he had a farm full of them. All right, and now I guess we should get into Riley's, because Riley's is probably going to be the best housing situation out of all of us. So from start, there are a couple different paths that lead to Riley's. You can see this is sort of Riley's first thing that he did, a little like berry bush vineyard type thing. And then you can see this house right here. This is the villager trading house, I think, right? Yep. So this house right here is where Riley lived after he moved out of there. So he moved out of there into here, and then out of here into up there. But as you can see, Riley's basement is right here, and all of his blocks and stuff. And by the way, I'm pretty sure Riley still is playing on this world, just in single player, obviously. So some of what I'm going to show you might be outdated because I think he's been playing, like I said. So he had this basement area with all of his chests. He had this area up above with Elon Musk getting a stick up somewhere, as you can see. And yeah, so that's that. And then over to the right, I think this is a honey farm. Yep, this is a honey farm. I don't know what this is. Oh, podzol, so I guess that's for jungle trees or something like that. Obviously you saw the coarse fruit. Then if you go across the village, and I guess I'll do this on foot so you can see, we have these different people. I'll call out who they are. So this is Kenny's original skin before he had to get a new Minecraft account. That's that head right there. I think this is Kenny's new head. Wait, will it show me if I take it off? Actually, never mind. I can't even take it off. Oh, also Ginny is here, I guess. I'm actually kind of glad that the heads, and later on you'll see the images saved, because that was one of the things I didn't like about the last two servers, is that because they were plugins and not like mods or anything like that, the images that we brought through did not save in the world, but now they do, which is kind of cool. Or I think the heads might have, I don't remember. So anyways, you keep on going down around. You can see Riley did custom trees and stuff like that. There's a slowpoke there. And this is sort of the path up to his house. You can see it's made out of like mud bricks and stuff. And we have like floating candles and things like that. So let me just go all the way. Something is dying in the bushes. That happens a lot here. I heard Riley complaining about. And here's where you can see, let me make a day. And here's where you can see it's sort of not finished. It's like you have all this, you know, vegetation and things, and then it's just it's just blank. But yeah, you keep on going up and you get to Riley's house right up here. And oh, he did furnish it. Okay, last time I was here, this was not furnished. This was just all blank, but you can see Riley added a couple things. Oh, these are cool. So yeah, this is my first time being in Riley's house, so I don't know where anything leads to. It's like a back patio type area. What is down here? There's a basement, maybe for, well, nothing it seems, I guess. Or wait, oh god, I know what this is. Okay, we'll be back to that. And then if we go upstairs, did Riley have anything upstairs? Let's see. Oh, there's an attic as well. So this is a bed. Please tell me Riley didn't set a spawn there. That's gonna be so annoying running all the way down. We got a little like balcony question mark. I remember this is my favorite trick, by the way, using these as blocks. I think I did that in, did I do that in the last server? I swear I've done that in one of the servers. I forgot which one though. And then we have, this is the Riley's attic. I don't know what's up here. Just pots and things like that. Simulated boxes and such. Okay, and what you saw earlier. Oh wait, oh, did he move it underground? So Riley had like a really big ditto farm thing, and I guess now it's underground. It used to be above ground, but he was trying to get shiny Pokemon for different stuff. And so as you can see, oh, that's cool. Even in single player, it still keeps the names of the Pokemon, or the who it belonged to at least. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of eggs in here. Eevee eggs for shiny Eevees and Venipede for shiny Venipedes. And these chests, oh my god, they go down a lot. So yeah, that's That's cool, I guess, if you were trying to, you know, get ventipedes or things like that. Coming off of the backside, I really like the back area of Riley's house more than the front. Is that weird for me to say? Like the front, I like the front too, but I like this like little back area with the trees and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. But as you can see, what is this? We have something. We have a little hut thing with a guy in there working. I don't know what that's for, but it's there. And yeah, from a top-down view, you can see it's a giant vineyard of different things. So these are the berries. What are these? This is like an orchard, I guess, for apples. And that goes all the way across. We have, this is probably my favorite area of Riley's base. We have, oh my god, there's butterflies. So we have butterflies, we have torch flowers and things like that, just all kinds of flowers. We have people holding hands and things. And then we have a fishing pond. We have, this is Riley's current skin. This is Jacob's current skin. Jacob likes to fish, so obviously he's fishing. And yeah, these two areas right here, this is like my favorite spot from Riley. As you can see, more custom trees all around and custom rocks. I think, is this one custom? Some of them might have spawned in. I don't remember which ones. And as you can see, Riley cleared out a whole bunch of this jungle. I was guessing he was gonna keep continuing the orchard or vineyard or, you know, anything like that type of area. So you can see all that. Oh, one thing I know Riley did, let me just show a little bit more while I'm talking. He was terraforming the mountain, which I think is what he's still doing. Yeah, as you can see, I think this is what he's doing in single player, potentially, if he's still playing. But yeah, a lot of this mountain that you see here, I'll get back to that. A lot of this mountain that you see here was not here. I wish I had a good way of like comparing the two, but I'm too lazy, sorry. I don't know what Riley was gonna do with this, but you know, it's still cool to see this all blanked out. He must be taken after me or something. I'm usually the one who takes an entire jungle and empties it out. So we have another data pack that lets you spawn, or it doesn't let you spawn, it just spawns these little Pokeballs all around the map. So you can see there's one right here. The Master Balls, like all of them respawn and stuff, but the Master Balls are obviously the best. So I'm guessing this was a natural spawn, and then Riley sort of made this area around it to, you know, just have a cool area for picking up the Master Ball and getting things like ability patches and stuff. And yeah, I think that's most of Riley's base. Now let's go back to spawn and I guess go over my base because that won't take too long. So I chose to live in the main village because, well, because I was going to move out, but then I sort of had issues with the server and I had to sort of live here, and then I didn't have time to make anything better than just living in one of the default village houses. So how you get to my base is you'd go up along the pathway up to where the villagers are, and then you just sort of walk across, I guess, until you got to this area. And then we have this giant wall of apricorn corns. What would you call these? Apricorn shells? Balls? Anyways, I had a wall of apricorn because I was too lazy to just go across to the sort of apricorn farm that we had here at Ethan's. And then we have my house. I did not put these fox banners here. I don't know who did that, but I have those. And upon entering, we have a little smelter here where I guess maybe I was doing glass for some reason. And this is what I was talking about. The images actually save in this server, which is cool because we get to see them when usually we don't. Anyways, I kept most things default. I just traded out some of the different tables and things like that for other things like adding ender chests and things like that. And then if we go upstairs, we have a lot of apricorns and we have where I set my spawn and my chest. I only have these 3 chests. I did not have a chest room. That's how little you can tell I played, because I mean, who the heck has only 3 chests throughout their entire Minecraft Let's Play? And I feel like there were images on these 2 things, so maybe someone took those, or maybe I just didn't add any and I forgot. And then we have my balcony, and we have what I spent most of my time doing on the server, which was the farming. So this entire hill area I converted into farmland, as you can see. So we have rice, or no, leeks, sorry. Leeks are growing on the side in the water here, and then I didn't really have time to plant anything, but as you can see, all of this land you can plant stuff on. All these torches and wood blocks that you see are water blocks underneath. So that's how everything is, you know, not dried up. And I essentially took it right up to the edge of this savanna biome right here. And yeah, I was just gonna plant a bunch of, you know, the different types, because in Cobblemon, as you can see, here's the chest full of all of them. In Cobblemon, there are a lot of berries and crops and things that can be placed in Cobblemon. So I was just gonna have an entire area. That was also until I found out, so like for example, these starf berries, I don't know if Riley kept this. Oh, also here's a little campfire in Riley's area. See, there's just so much that I don't even know to point out. So I think that's what this was, or maybe it was over here, I forgot. No, it was definitely over here. So there used to be a starfberry farm, but we figured out pretty early on that if you have a bunch of these custom crops in Cobblemon, they lag your game like crazy. So I sort of stopped doing this. I was still going to do it anyways, and just, you know, if you come over here, you're going to lag type of thing. But I never completed it. You can see I had signs left that Josh took some eggs. So I had an EV farm thing, which I never really used. You can actually see if I go into my PC and we go on page 4 or 3, you can see all the EVs and stuff that I had. I was trying to get a decent EV so that I could actually have a Glaceon, because that's my favorite Pokemon, if you didn't know. So that's what this was. And then you can see Street planted the pumpkins all the way over there, which I guess people, you know, I don't care. You could technically plant whatever you want here. It's not like I would have done anything with them anyways. So yeah, that's all I did on the server, was basically just flatten-ish out this area and add a whole bunch of farmland that I never used. So that's pretty cool. So now we get into the rest of the server, and I guess we can go, I think Josh's house is probably the next coolest. So let's go to Kenny's. And I guess I'll explain while we're going through Kenny's, because I don't think Kenny did what he was going to do either. He was going to make I forgot what he was going to do. He was going to make something from Pokemon on this island, but he never got around to it. As you can see, this is basically all of Kenny's base that I know of. He might have had another area that he moved to, but yeah, there's not much going on here. So the reason I stopped playing this server after, you know, this server started sometime in January of this year, I think, January 2025. And by the way, I'm just going to go through some of these more, you know, farmy type areas before we get into some of the more houses, because a lot of these, you know, like a skeleton farm, who cares about that? This is the iron farm that Josh made. Anyways, so I stopped playing the server because I kept having to troubleshoot different lag issues that people were having. Like, you'd have 3 people who joined the server, and the server would just absolutely just start lagging like crazy. And it wasn't even server lag, like internet lag or hardware lag, because on the back end, the CPU and the RAM usage was like perfectly fine, but the tick speed was really bad. And anyways, I spent a large majority of my time troubleshooting just to find out that the Minecraft recipe book was the culprit, because for some reason when you have modded servers and you add a whole bunch of, you know, custom recipes and things like that, every time someone logs in, it adds them for it adds the recipe book for each and every person. So if you have, you know, 4 people on with a whole bunch of recipe books set up, then you start to lag like crazy. And yeah, I spent so long troubleshooting all of that I just didn't even want to play on the server anymore, which, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. Maybe next time, now that I know all the fixes and things, because you have to keep in mind, this was the first modded server I did. In the past, the other 2 were just regular, like technically vanilla servers with like plugins and stuff. Now that I know what I'm doing, it might be better off. As you can see, we're at the world border at the Guardian farm. This thing also had issues because of the Wither farm. You'd be surprised with, because of nether portal linking. It's a really long story. I won't explain it at all. I'll just say that was another thing. It was like one issue after another. After I solved one, it was like, oh, now we have another thing that we gotta fix. So as you see, we have the gold farm here. Some of these in the list I'm skipping over, like this one and this one, because as you can see, it's literally just what they are. A desert pyramid is a desert pyramid. It doesn't really have a use. So we'll get into Josh, Jacob, Ian, and everyone else's base a little bit later. You can see, oh, this was the last thing I remember seeing, and this was actually featured in one of the funny moments videos that I did. This was another thing that Kenny did. We have a kelp farm here that feeds all the kelp into this forge that lets you just smelt whatever you want. I think Kenny made this because he wanted to make glass for whatever he was making, and then he didn't make what he was making because he spent all of his time making this. I guess me and Kenny kind of share something in common, because whereas I spent all my time troubleshooting the server issues, Kenny spent all of his time making a smelter forge and then didn't do anything with it. And as you saw probably earlier in the zombie farm, and as you'll see with this blaze farm, we had another I don't know if it was a plugin or a mod, but we had a mod that lets us pick up the... What the heck is going on at the creeper farm? Yo, what? I'm guessing that's not intended. I don't know if that's a fault of the farm itself, or if that's just like happening because it's in single player now. I don't know. Anyways, we had a mod that let us pick up the different spawners and things like that. We have the end. I don't even... Have I been here? I guess I have been here. I don't remember going here. Or I guess I went here to get my elytra. Anyways, literally everyone on the server but me was here because, I don't know, they just decided to like do the dragon for some reason one day and they didn't even tell me. What the heck is this? Cobble or deep slate farm. I think this was also Kenny's and I don't know how it works or what it does, but... Oh wait, no, I do know what this is. So up here, there's it's a cobblestone farm. And then I think it's down below. Yeah, down below is the deep slate farm. So it works like how on Skyblock, how those farms work with the lava and the water. I think Kenny needed a lot of deep slate for some reason. Now this is something I haven't seen. The Enderman farm. What does it say? How to use. Look at Enderman swing sword every 3 seconds. So I guess you look at the Enderman, they teleport over somewhere, and then you swing at them every 3 seconds, I guess. You can see it's an offshoot from the main island. I don't know who built that, but that's cool. Oh yeah, we had a mushroom island. So that's the thing about this seed. I tried to get, because if you've watched my other videos, I probably explained this. I like to generate all of the chunks in one map, so there's not any server lag when it comes to people generating new chunks. And this seed that I picked out had almost all, or I think maybe even all biomes in it, which obviously you'd need for Pokemon so that people can get Pokemon that only spawn on certain biomes and things like that. So that was cool. We had a mushroom biome. This is another thing I haven't seen and I don't know how it works. This is a wither farm that Josh made. This also caused issues with the server, mainly because of the server border. But yeah, Josh fixed it by using a teleporty pad thing or something. I don't know. There's no way I'm going to be able to explain some of this stuff. We have, I guess, the cactus farm that we saw earlier, which is at spawn. Museum? We have a museum? What? I don't know who made this, but I guess we have a museum. Oh my god, this is cool. This is all the... Oh, I'm guessing Josh did this, because I think either Josh or Riley, because I think they were after these little plush things. What the heck? Is that a Funko Pop? So yeah, I guess this is just showing off all the different plushes and stuff you can get from one of the mods. I think it's called like Poke Blocks or something. This is really cool. This is actually sick. I wish I knew this was a thing. Oops, I'm flying now. I don't know if this is all the blocks. I'm guessing not, because some of them I'm pretty sure were kind of hard to get. I'm not gonna lie. I think some of them you had to, you could only get them out of like chests and things like that. But yeah, where is this even on the map? This is near spawn. This is such a random place to put the museum. Did someone live here? I'm so confused. There's like no house above. Like whoever built this just decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna stick this just randomly underground. But yeah, that's cool. Potions and clerics. This I think was also Josh. And this was where you can potion trade and things like that. This is actually a pretty cool area. So this is entirely on an island, as you can see. And then there's a rooftop of dark trees. We have this little moon type shape here. And then all the, potions and clerics that you can get. I don't know what this is. There's something in the tree. Oh, I think this is for potion crafting and things like that. But yeah, as you can see, I don't think mobs could spawn here. I'm pretty sure this was lit up enough to where nothing would spawn here. And this was just a cool area that you could go, especially if you needed to craft a potion or something like that. Slime farm. I did not know we had a slime farm. This is probably one of the smallest farms we have on here. Wow, I did not know you can make a slime farm this tiny. Isle of Soul. I don't know who did this, but I'm guessing it's not finished. You have a Torii gate and a little, Japanese style thing here. Porygon platform? What is this? Oh god. Okay, this is a Porygon farm because they spawn near the PCs. And then flower garden. Oh, this is Riley's flower garden. So this is actually, I guess I'll reveal what I was going to do. The flower garden was kind of something that I was going to do, not like this, like Riley did it way better than anything I would have done. I was going to have sort of like this farm area, but instead of all of the farmland. It was just going to be rows and rows of flowers and stuff, probably in like certain waves of color, like maybe, you know, doing a rainbow, like red, orange, yellow, blue, green flowers. Are there even green flowers in the game? I don't even think there's green flowers, so I would have had to have used like, you know, a Pokemon berry or something. But that was what I was going to do, and maybe I'll save it for whatever the next server is, which is probably going to be a maybe Cobblemon create server or something. And hopefully, because I've fixed all of the issues and things with modded servers, now that I know how to do it, maybe I can finally have a decent time and actually, you know, build something instead of just, you know, dilly-dallying. Okay, I think that's all of the sort of random other waypoints. Now we just have Ian and Jacob and Josh's area. We'll save Josh for last because he had a pretty cool tower thing. So this, I think, was where Ian and Jacob were going to live. I don't know what they were going to do. I think they were trying to make the fire gym. You have a silo here. We have a little house here. We have another house here and another house there. I like how this one's like 3 houses together. It's like a, what are these called? These are like duplexes or townhomes, I think they're called, or something like that. Anyways, you can see these were built by, I forgot who, probably, I think Jacob did these maybe? I might be wrong about that. Sorry if I am. Point is, one or the two of them built one or more of one of these things here. We have something that was being worked on here, and then this over here, this is the fire gym. So Ian, did he finish it? Oh my god, he actually kind of finished it. So this is the fire gym. I think they wanted to go through and make like a gym of each, you know, element or whatever in Pokemon. And as you can see, this is the fire gym that Ian was building. I'm pretty sure though, I think Ian said that he wanted this to be a volcano. Like, I think that's why this is right here. I think he was going to build up and then sort of make that a volcano area. Is this default? I think this is default. So yeah, I mean, still cool either way. Again, sorry if I'm getting anything wrong. I did not play on this server a lot. I feel like I'm repeating myself a bunch, but I just wanted to make that clear. And now we get into Josh's house. As you can see, Josh had a mailbox and an address. I actually think this is cool. Maybe this is something we should tell people to do on the next server. So anyways, I think I should show the outside first because it's so cool. We have this wizard tower type thing, wizard witch tower that Josh had made. So let's go ahead and go inside. I can show you. Here's the bottom floor. Then we go up a floor and we have the nether portal. Do not remove unless absolutely necessary. What? Don't remove the nether portal? What is through here? Well, there's 2 nether portals here. I hope that didn't jack up anything, but yeah. So we have that. Going up a floor, we have a dog. Oh, and we also, I totally forgot about the elevators. Oh wait, I just went up one. So we had, this is kind of weird because we had a mod that let you use sort of teleporters, but we also have a data pack that lets you use the elevators like we did in the previous couple servers. There's a bird there. So that's pretty cool. I actually prefer these to like the modded version of the elevators and stuff. Wait, does this go up even more? No, it doesn't. Okay, so this one goes up even more. And you can see a little, oh yeah, this is the iron farm, by the way. So we have the elytra jump off area. We have another teleporter. Does this one go up? No, this one goes, oh, this one goes down into this. So this is a backpack area. We had another mod that let you have backpacks and things like that. And then up in here, this is the other teleporter I was talking about. So if you stand on these, oh, this is chest room. We'll get back to that. So if you stand on these, you can teleport. But I still prefer the this way because it's a lot faster of just doing this. It's also more fun in my opinion. And then we have, this is his bed, and yeah, that's the entire, oh, I just went down 2. That's the entire tower. If you're wondering why some areas have random bits of snow everywhere, it's because we have, as you can see on the right, we have a mod that lets us switch seasons and things like that. And I ended up later on turning off the ability to, at least I think I turned off the ability for it to snow. And then also it would freeze the ice, as you can see right here, which was really annoying for farms and stuff. So I ended up turning off at least the ice. I don't know if I turned off the snow, which kind of sucks. I wish there were a way to like update the entire server at once with snow. I know that would cause extreme lag and would probably crash stuff, but I guess I just wish Minecraft were more optimized is what I'm saying. Okay, and then we have Josh's underground cavey storage system thing. So as you can see, this is a maze of different chests and stuff underground. And I don't know where I'm going because this is not my base, but I'm sure Josh knew where he was going. Let me actually no clip through and you can see it from above. So this is and this is kind of cool to see from above. So this is Josh's chest area. Definitely the most unique chest area, but also probably the most annoying to manage chest area. Like, could you imagine going down here and trying to find whatever chest or get to whatever chest you need, and it's like halfway across and you have to go through all of this? You have to go through an entire maze just to get to one chest. But either way, it's like super cool to, you know, go through. I guess that's all that matters, is style over functionality. Or I guess it depends on the type of person you are, if you prefer style over functionality. By the way, I don't know who the heck at spawn put these beacons, but they did jump boost. Who the heck? That jump boost is probably the worst. Why are these offset too? This is lower than this one. And yeah, I think that's everyone's base that I can think of. I don't know. I think Street also joined the server? I don't remember if he had a base or maybe he sort of lived near Josh or something like that, or one of the other areas. What the heck is this? What the heck? Oh, wait, this was Jacob. He was trying to get some Pokemon that only spawns at the Woodland Mansion, so he like spawn proofed it or something. This is crazy, by the way. This is like insane levels of Pokemon farming. Anyways, like I said, I know Max also joined the server. I don't know if Max had a area on the map or anything like that, or if he did. As you can see, this is spawn. If he did, I don't know where it was, so that kinda sucks a little bit. So yeah, don't know where Street lived, don't know where Max lived. I don't know if Ethan, who I talked about at the very beginning, I don't know if he had another base anywhere. But yeah, here's the entire map, and I guess I'll show off. So this is the Woodland Mansion. This right here is spawn and Riley's base. As you can see over here, we have Josh's base. You can see this is the iron farm. Was this Kenny's base? I think this was Kenny's base. No, it wasn't. This was Kenny's base. So this over here is Kenny's base. This was the smelter forge. Who else? Oh yeah, Ian and Jacob. Where were they at? They were near spawn, I remember. Oh, this is them. So this is spawn right here, and this is Riley's base. This was Jacob and Ian, and you can see the fire gem right here. I guess the only thing I'm sort of missing is showing off everyone's different Pokemons, but sadly it's not like I can see everyone's different inventories, which kind of sucks. So I think it'd be cool to show off, you know, how far everyone got their Pokedex and things like that. But yeah, this world file, by the way, if you're a friend of mine watching, it's already in the drive and you can download it. The world is 8 gigabytes, I should mention, which is one of the side effects of me loading the entire world on the map at once. I think the next server will probably either be vanilla or create with maybe Cobblemon as well. And maybe I'll try out not preloading the chunks, although it's going to suck because that means we're going to have no world border and everyone's just going to run off in like the corner of the world and then play the game like it's single player. But I guess it is what it is. Hopefully next time I'll actually be able to play because I won't have to deal with all the server issues, hopefully. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, subscribe to my main channel if you want to see funny moments, including funny moments from this world itself. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next server tour, whenever the heck that is. And if not by then I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.